fresh and hot, because this morning it was a tiny bit chilly. It was not freezing though. Thank goodness, and what a blessing. And thank you all for joining us for the lunar eclipse. Now we're going to get to part 2. We're going to talk a little messages. Get a little messages. And guys, there's also a channel message section. I'm just going to put that separate for whoever wants to check it out. Okay, so there's some channel messages. And we're just going to expand. When I woke up this morning before I went out and I got ready to see the eclipse. Oh, hang tight here, guys. Which is the beaver moon. The full beaver moon, right? And it's incredible. Talk about signs and synchronicities. My son has been studying the beaver, so we've been studying the beaver. Guys, it's so noisy. Sorry. Apologize. We already have enough challenges with the element of air. We don't need to add to them, right? So my son has been studying the beaver, and we've been learning all about the beaver. And I mean, the beavers are incredible. They're also herbivores, and I did not know where I live is the largest beaver dam in all of the world that can be seen from outer space. And yeah, they're herbivores. They build these dams, and you know, we had to learn about the humans that dislike the beavers. And I had a hard time with that part of school, because to hear these humans, you know, talk about the fact that the beavers were destroying the land and their lands. Guys, this is where humanity really could take a look in the mirror and use the Queen of Cups reflection in order to see what needs to be seen, in order to live in symbiosis and to create anew. And it's how selfish sometimes that we can be, because we don't know how to heal from the negative. And because, you know, we're still healing from patterns of sickness from the old world, right? In order to create this high vibe world. And just, you know, meeting these people while I've been on my spiritual quest that, you know, think that humanity will not be able to be evolved and will always need to be governed, and we won't be able to do the right thing, and we're always going to have that carrot dangled in front of our face. Guys, that's what evolution is about. That's what these, you know, all this mission work we're doing is about. So we can feed these patterns into the collective to make it the shift easier. Okay, now when I say easier, I'm going to use that term lightly, because we still know that evolution is not an easy process, but it's needed. It's needed. So when I woke up this morning, they told me slug, and then I was grabbing channel messages. And guys, this is in the channel message section, and we are going to build off this next reading, but I just want to share this message. This is the 10 of Cups, and we're going to expand off this because this message is not done. So this person has reached a new highlight of their life. Now that he's on top, he will need to figure out what is next. He has a companion to help him get to where he wants to go. The fuel to get him there. Now, in this card, it's a fish, but guys, I'm telling you, this is a slug. There's a connection to a slug here, and that's obviously why I was told that we're going to be expanding off of it, because there is symbolism with the slug and what the slug is doing right now. And this is also connected to Pisces and the meeting of the two fish. So remember, we're multidimensional. This is more than one thing. We've connected through where we were separate. Okay? That's the message. We've connected to where we were separate with our emotions, with the mother. But this allowed us to heal with the father. And this is also doing another level of inner child healing, working with the daughter and son, the earth and the air. So let's see what's being activated. We're going straight to the moon, and something has been illuminated. We're gonna find out what that is. And guys, I could really feel what's not going with me through this portal as well, through this eclipse portal, this time, this sacred time of transformation, that, you know, our ancients represented the serpents within the sky and the transformation from the serpent to the eagle is being honored here today. And I can also see too, like, the patterns that are not working for me anymore are being illuminated right now. Like, they're being pushed to the surface, like, and like it's like a canker sore. It's like a canker sore. It literally hurts. So there's much being illuminated. What does the moon have to say? It's our responsibility to shift through the earth. That's because we're working with Taurus, as well as, there it is, the night where we work with the moon in Cancer. And it's official, we're going to spin the wheel and elevate. So congratulations everyone, we have completed our revision with the element of air. We've done another level of purification with the element of air, and this is connected to our fulfillment. But we had to fall first. We had to fall in order to elevate. Here comes the energy of the opposites through the center to create the whole. We had to know the whole pattern. And this goes back to the rest of this message. So we have the 10 of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles, where we start creating the new patterning. We shift, okay? And this activates the sun, and this is connected to the scarab beetle. And we activate with this, with the scarab beetle. This is also connected to the visions that I received on our last message that's connected to this one. With the lit cranium and the sun plucking us ever so eloquently from the earth and being elevated. And there was healing being honored with a counterclockwise rotation and a clockwise rotation at the same time, and it's getting us here. And guys, this is all explained further in channeled messages. So we've seen behind the veil, and this is the time we're in. And we're healing the lust template. Again, we're doing another level of it in order to create joy. This is a connection to innocence. And this is coming together through the upper, lower, and middle world. And we're repairing our connections. And we're repairing our connections in order to come together. And we are going to spin the wheel. And there's an activation through the earth with the King of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. The energy of youth being honored with the feminine. And it's allowing us to feel loved and proud. And proud in an elevated way, in a healed way with our crown chakra. Not in an old earth way. This is anew. So let's get our message. This is a time in the lunar cycle that denotes material gain from the efforts of the past. The harvest is now gathered, and you must carefully consider what to do with it. There is about this time a responsibility for distributing the benefits of your gain in a manner that assures your future security. So look at that, we're going to harvest from the past, but this is also connected to the future and our future security through the present moment. So, Moon in Taurus, this is a period of the moon when, in order to sustain your success, you must make careful use of any recent gains, perhaps by placing them in a safe investment. So guys, we're going to invest them into the future with our hearts. And this is connected to the rest of life. It's not just, this is not selfish. This is connected to all of life. That's what we're going to be investing in. Now guys, where are the... Okay, the matches. We're going to just get this going, and then we're going to see what's being illuminated. This is the way I'm being called to do this today, so we're going with it. Within this is sage, sweetgrass, and cedar. Sweetgrass smells so sweet and and then you have that cedar. This adds another layer of depth, and then of course our sage. We're going to honor all this purification work that we have done. That's being honored today. That's why we're leveling up, because we did the work. This is about the work. All right. Just gonna go to the Black Moon astrology cards and get them shuffled up, and then we're gonna see what's being illuminated. This has to do with what we're going to be investing for our futures, but also what we're harvesting right now from the past. And this is our connection to past, present, and future. And how we're turning the wheel, how we're spinning the wheel. Because we've made the connections, we've restored the connections, we repaired through the center gauge. The center and center and center again with seed energy. The Grand Cross, the Grand Provoker, the Cosmic Cross of transformation. This is where we are provoked to change. We're pushed and pulled with the elements, with the seasons, with the rhythms of creation. And it's connected to the 11th house, friends, Aquarius, working with the energies of New Earth. And look, there it is. We come together through healing with thought. And this is why the twins came here to purify the element of air, guys. This is how we come together. Through healing our thoughts. Through the purification work we're doing with the element of air. And as we've discussed, it's not just with the mind. We're going to purify all of the air. This is the biggest element that's been hacked. From air pollution to scents to, like we were discussing, the laundry soaps. Toxicity, what we breathe within our lungs on an everyday basis, it's all clouding our mind. You know, what we inhale, we ingest, it becomes a part of us. Let's get a little bit more of this, a part of us. This is connected to our truth and our maturity with Saturn, the Lord of Karma. And there it is, the North Node, our life's purpose, our 10 of Cups. And what is our 10 of Cups connected to? The Lunar Eclipse. Change. And we will. We're going to face it. We're going to face this change with the Lunar Eclipse. And that's going to activate our great genius. There's Uranus. Working with Aquarius and the star again. Remember, in part 2, we discuss our channel messages. If you check that out, we discuss our great madness is connected to our great genius. And to people that are not elevated, our genius looks like madness. And there's a healing there, guys. There's healing there. So we're going to elevate with patterns of the body and work with the fire element, the masculine, and shift through the earth. And what are we shifting through the earth with? There it is, Taurus. What do we have? We have love. Because we're embracing that this is what we are with the masculine. There's Aries. I am, our connection to the Emperor. I am love. And I am seeing this in order to understand, to expand through the earth. But it's time for change. It's time for change. And this change is going to allow us to transform and be blessed with the sun. This goes back to our visions. And guys, those messages will be linked down below. They were from the last time we met up, okay? They're for the lunar eclipse. And there it is. There's our 10 of Pentacles. We're provoked in order to create anew and activate our 10 of Pentacles, our abundance. But we can't escape this, guys, anymore. We can't escape this. Listen, this is what the moon is here to tell us. We can't escape this. It's time for us to heal with force. This is it. This is it. It's time for us to heal with force. And that's our expansion. That's our levitation. We had to honor something within the dark. Look, here's our destiny. Yod. This is the Ace of Swords reversed. We can't see here. But we're going to feel our way out. And we had to honor the energy of the opposites. We had to honor not being able to see. The negative. Things not working out. The path to our destiny was not the path we thought we were going to take. This is an activation with the masculine. Guys, it's all here. And the masculine's helping us to expand with our soul. So we're going to honor this ending to begin again. And there it is. Our life's debts are connected to our life's purpose. We had to make the connection. Karmic scale is balanced from the south node to the north node. We made a sacrifice in order to get there, though. What is being illuminated with this partial lunar eclipse in Taurus? Still off. There it is. Mountain lights, light beings, portals, subtle energies, and light dancer, illumination, the radiant self, shining soul. And it was activated with the mother. The mother awakens compassion, nurture, and guidance. Remember, our life's purpose is connected to the 10 of Cups, and that's working with the mother. And right now, guys, we're having an intervention. Sacred living, spirit speaking. We're having an intervention. Guys, this card is just singing. It's zinging. Zinging, singing. And it's connected to the information from the sky that we are receiving. And we're going to start here on our next reading, expanding with the message of the slug and what this means. Mountain lights, light beings, portals, subtle energies. In the in-between places, the beings of the hidden worlds can make their way into the world of this planet through portals. The time we're in. They come in simple forms of light, offering energy to the natural world in this time of change on our planet. They assist all who care for the planet and who wish to be a part of her evolution. Mission work, guys. You who see this image now are part of the collective chosen to do the work that has seen the planet survive more than one time of great danger. And this is true, guys. History is trying to repeat itself, but if you look, life has survived and it's going to survive again. And we came here to create these miracles. And this is a humble charge, you know, being proud of being a member of the 144 and what this means. We know we're doing this hard work in order to create this on our mission work. We have a humble charge at this point, and this is beautiful. And we can use this to allow us to elevate us that much farther and continue to push on. You need only hold the space for love, for vibrational energy which is pure and high, to maintain peace and a calm in your own self, which will have a soothing effect on all around. This is no complacent peacekeeping, nor is it ignoring the crisis the Mother Earth now faces. It is to hold a space in which hope can be kept alive, so the beings of the light can continue to come through the sacred places, the portals of the hidden worlds, and make their way to the trees and the animals, to the plants, to the waterways, through the air and deep into the very clay of the earth, and help purify her, heal her, and sustain her. And that's our responsibility to the earth. Hold this loving light energy within yourself. Speak from the heart. Keep kindness close to you. Show the way through being the alternative. Break the chains of anger and sadness to seek to enslave. That seek to enslave your spirit, to overwhelm you. At this time, let lightness be the way. Have a soft touch, a kind gaze, and a warm heart, and keep the pathways alive for the light to do her sacred work. And that's where we're using the application of love to help heal life. By understanding the energy of the opposites, by being able to walk the lower world and being able to apply that love where you didn't think you could apply it before. And this is connected to a transformation and a metamorphosis with an elevation. Illumination. Light workers assist in keeping open the pathways for light beings to help heal this planet. Keep the living light inside you alive. And we're doing it because now we've activated with self. Light dancer. Illumination. The radiant self, shining soul. Each of us is designed to find within us the light we see outside of ourselves. The energy of the opposites coming together, guys, again, to create the whole lit. And within our five senses, we cannot see all that is. We cannot take in all that is truly within this world, the universe. But through reaching for the light, also our connection to the sixth sense, lies within all of us. You have sought to become more of a loving person. You have searched for the oneness and lost the sense of division. For moments there have been pure bliss, and when it has departed, you have been sad, as though you have failed. As a human being, you cannot perceive all that is at this time. But in those moments, when the bliss and peace of the truth of our connection, the acceptance of the transitory journey within and through our bodies, the alignment with values that respect and love the earth, where we find union with others like ourselves, we find ourselves dancing with the light. And this is why we're healing with all of life. Like, hello there, hello. And we are. Guys, I don't know about you, but I've been loving the plants and the animals like I never loved them before. The bugs, the trees, the grass, the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the appreciation for it all, and not what is artificial, not where I've been programmed or tricked to think that, you know, with all these bright lights, but to honor this, to honor this, to honor this light, to honor this light, to honor this light, to honor your lights, You catching what I'm saying? Okay. Life. Oh, let's go about the light that we were just all joining together to see in the sky. Life has an ease and a flow to it, and we feel we could reach out a hand and touch the stars. This moment has come to you, even if you've forgotten its power. And it is here to remind you again of the beauty of the heart and the soul of the relationship you have to the infinite, which lies within you and without you. The light dancer tenderly touches what she can see in the hidden spaces of the universe and within your heart. When she comes to you, it is to remind you that you too are a light dancer, a being of the infinite universe, and you are graceful, as aware, and as tender as she is. Illumination. I am evolving into an enlightened being, dancing with the light that dwells within me. And it's like, guys, we needed that connection from the light without to amp up the light within. And I know I'm feeling this, guys. I was ready again to walk away from it all. During this last expansion, I was going to close it up. Done. Goodbye. And I was so depressed. And then I sit here with you guys, and this happens, and the magic happens, and it's just like the light within. I feel it. It's there. And I'm so grateful to you all for being a part of it. Because I'm not alone. I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with you all. And I'm doing this with, like we talked about in the first part of, you know, we're not alone. There's so much more. And healing from these codependency templates and these lust templates, these addiction templates, it's fucking hard. But I know that life gives you enough to make you or break you in any given moment, and you get to decide, and that's the beautiful part. And sometimes, you know, it's really a mix of it's both. You need to be broken down in order to be built back up. But, you know, this goes back to just, you know, trust, the message of trust on our last reading. That's connected to this one, the message of trust. Doing this work, and it's allowing us to trust ourselves that much more. Trust each other, trust the divine, trust the light in the dark, and to trust the actual dark within the light. And there's a healing there, guys. This is not, we're going to trust the evil in order to destroy life. We're going to trust the soil of this plant in order to nurture it. Guys, it's time for me to repot my plants. I'm really seeing that now as we're talking. It's time for me, you know, when we're talking about being there for life, I got to do some repotting of the plants and be there for the plants right now. That was a whole sidebar, guys. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to Crave today. I look forward to seeing you again next time when we expand. Until then, guys, I'm sending it to you, those good healing vibes. You take care.